Now, why might Pierre Poilievre be so pro-pipeline? Now, it may just be ideological, and something tells me that on some deep level it is ideological for him, but also it may have something to do with this. And we've got another great article in D-Smog from Jeff Dembicki, in which he has done the legwork of mapping Poilievre and the Conservatives' inner circle of lobbyists and right-wing activists. Canadian Gas Association, Tourmaline Oil Corp, the mining sector, Pembina Pipeline Corporation, Koch Government Affairs, Suncor, Koch Industries, Enbridge, oil and gas sector, Barrick Gold. Dembicki goes on to say, it's clear that the Conservative Party's National Council, the party's highest authority on governance matters, is a hotbed for corporate lobbyists. Now, you may be saying to yourself, come on, this is just connected to the Conservative Party, and these are just lobbyists. These are tangential connections. But if we go over here, we see that, in fact, Big Oil is paying big money to pay for private meetings with Pierre Poilievre. Pierre Poilievre told Corporate Canada last May to fire their lobbyists because he will only listen to the voice of the people. But by early July, he was rubbing shoulders with Big Oil's top lobbyists at a $1,650 a plate fundraiser on the sidelines of the Calgary Stampede. Representatives of the Pathways Alliance, the oil sands lobby group under fire for greenwashing, were out in full force for the July 5th fundraising event with Poilievre. Pathways lead lobbyist, Mark Cameron, was joined by vice presidents from Alliance members Suncor, Cenovus, CNRL, and Imperial Oil. The CEOs of Enbridge, Ovintiv, and the Canadian Gas Association were also there, alongside the former CEOs of Cenovus, Enbridge, TC Energy, and Trans Mountain Corporation. It was probably a very friendly gathering, as Poilievre has promised to grant the oil lobby's policy wish list, even though the sector is responsible for nearly a third of Canada's greenhouse gas emissions. He has condemned the proposed cap on pollution from the oil and gas sector, would kill the new Federal Impact Assessment Act, and promises to support pipelines south, north, east, and west. The federal clean fuel regulations and clean electricity regulations are also on his hit list, so who is he really serving here? When he's having high-priced fundraisers with the top oil and gas executives, and at the same time agreeing to give them everything they could possibly wish for, Pierre Poilievre is not really representing the interests of the people. He's here to represent the interests of the oil industry. In fact, the entire Conservative Party is basically 5 oil companies standing on each other's shoulders wearing a trench coat.